I'd like to do another song. This is actually a more recent song of the Marshalls, although Kevin and Kenny wrote a lot of this way back in the 80s. But I rewrote it a bit. I wrote new lyrics and rewrote it a bit. And this one is new enough that I may actually need a little help with the lyrics, which I don't encourage. It's not a good habit, needing help with the lyrics. Nothing I hate worse than going to a gig and seeing somebody with an iPad in front of them the whole time reading the lyrics, you know what I mean? I don't think that's good. I'm doing that right now, but mine's handwritten, so it's a little more authentic.
You're right, Barry. You're right, Barry. That's not good to watch. People do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So this song actually, this brings up an interesting subject. My older brother, who was the most handsome and charming Marshall, of course, he died 20 years ago as of, I think it was Monday, wasn't it?
17th
May
of May.
17th. He died 20 years ago. Dropped dead suddenly. And it was, somewhat traumatic. We grew up in a huge family, Kevin and Ellie and I, 8 kids, and it was always a fight for the food. Maybe not for you guys, but you were more of the affluent generation, the younger Marshalls. But Brian and me especially. So Brian, the theory was that Brian was 4 inches taller than me because he always got half my food, up until about the age of 10. Anyway, he was a charming as hell guy, and at his funeral, he probably had 12 different ex-girlfriends who were there claiming they still loved him for their whole life. I mean, if I could get one ex at my funeral, I'd be amazed. I mean, I can get a current, but I couldn't get an ex.
I can get them there, Barry. It's going to cost some money, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, right, thanks. So in my family, Brian was the charmer and a bit of a scamp and a bit of a, how do I say this without being too nasty? I didn't always trust Brian, but he had a lot of love, and a lot of people loved him. And it taught me a lesson in, humility and charm. Like I had to admit to myself, man, he's much more charming than I am. God damn it, and he's better looking too. But anyway, so I partly wrote this song slightly as a tribute to him, although I don't really mean him in the lyrics. But the reason is because his nickname was Digger, and he got the nickname Digger from Spanish class in high school when he would, of course, not know the answer, and the teacher would say, "Dígame, Señor Marshall, dígame, dígame." And everybody would laugh as soon as they started saying that, and then people just started calling him Digger. And so I used the dígame in the song here, as you'll see. So this is dipping into my very limited Espanol. I had to get a friend to help me to make sure I wasn't not completely doing this wrong. But anyway, it's called Hey Señor, and it should be a funny song. I think it's a funny song. What?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah. Dígame, por favor. ¿Qué pasa, hey, señor? He wants his own way, he'll get it today, talking about every man. He stumbles around, he loves to put down just about any man. Remember that time, no longer a kid. You took advantage, you know what you did. A well-kept secret down on the down low. But when it came out, we all got to know about every man. I'm talking about every man. Yeah, dígame, por favor. ¿Qué pasa, hey, señor? Yeah, he hears what he wants. He loves to be flaunting every man. His erections are the best. He disregards the rest, talking about every man. Remember that time you took your friend's wife? disadvantage and nothing but strife. A well-kept secret down on the low. When they found out, we all got to know about every man, and he could be any man. Dígame, por favor. ¿Qué pasa, hey señor? Hey señor, hey señor. Dígame, por favor. ¿Qué pasa, hey señor? Hacer, na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey señor, hey señor. Okay.
Gracias.
He hears
Thank
what he
you.
wants, the rest he will flaunt. That could be any man. His directions are best, disregards all the rest. Hey, don't think I'm leaving myself
It's
out of this.
Shakespeare. It's Shakespeare.
You know, it's funny, you write songs and you think you're making all these points, and then you look back and you say, Jesus Christ, that's at least half me. If not more. Anyway,